Hello everyone. Today I want to introduce you to the Guardrail project. It is a guard which helps you to restrict any kinds of delegate calls in the C smart contract. In simple terms, to explain what a delegate call is, let's say contract A has some tokens A of amount 20, and contract B has a transfer function which sends, let's say, 5 token of A to some address. If contract A does a delegate call for calling the transfer function, instead of changing any state in contract B, the actual change of state happens in contract A. So this is the initial state, and the final state will be contract A having token A as 15 because 5 tokens were transferred. This is the URL of the Guardrail project, which we can use to add as a safe app in the safe wallet. If you open it directly, it will show that not connected to any safe. Let's go to the safe wallet. This is a normal dummy safe wallet, which uses 1.4.1 L2 version. It has one owner and it has a one-of-one signer setup. Now let's go to the app section, my custom app. We can add a custom safe app. I just post the link and it detects it's a Guardrail project. Add it up, open it up. It has few different options. The first one is we can activate the guardrail for the particular safe. We can add some delegates before adding it because if you don't, you have to wait for a delay to pass if you want to add a delegate after the guardrail is activated. And right now there's no delegates. Let's go ahead and add a delegate. Let's see this address and schedule allowance. You can continue, sign it, um, execute. Let's wait for it to index. Hopefully it should be indexed by now. Let's click finish. Let's refresh it. And we can see that particular delegate address have been added. It is now active. And is it a one time? So this one is to make sure that you add a particular delegate address for just this one time, and it doesn't have to be persistent. And let's say that we want to add a delegate address which is just one time. We just allow one. We click on the checkbox for allowance and just schedule it, continue, sign it, and execute it. Let's wait for it to process. Hopefully it should be indexed by now. Let's just refresh. And yes, so this one is like one time is yes. So these delegates were now added immediately as the guardrail was not activated. Now let's activate the guardrail. You can see the set guard function. Continue, sign it, confirm, and it's added to the queue. Let's execute it. Confirm. So processing. Hopefully should be indexed by now. Let's finish it and refresh. And yes, guardrail is activated. For removing a guardrail, we have to wait for a particular delay. That's why we have to do it in a two-step process. First, to schedule the guardrail removal, and then to remove the guardrail, which I will show later. Now you see that this has changed from immediate delegate allowance to scheduled delegate allowance. And if I have to add one, let's say I want to add the multi-send contract. This is the multi-send contract for version 1.5.1. Paste it. and make it allow once. I will show you why. And schedule the allowance, continue, sign it, confirm it, and the transaction is added to the queue. Let's execute it, continue, execute, confirm, it's processing. Now this one is being indexed. Let's click finish and refresh. Yes, and it shows that will be active in some time. So this is because we have to schedule the delegate once the guardrail is activated, and it will take some delay to get it activated. Now let's use the multi-send now to show that the transaction which will actually not go through. Just let's add some signers. Let's say this and one more. Okay, next. This will actually use the multi-send, which at the moment we have added as a delegate, but it's still under delay. So we sign it, it's in the queue, we view the transaction, we try to execute it. If we check the simulate, this should actually pass because it has some override functions written. But if we try to execute it, this will always show that the transaction will be rejected. Now, if we want to go through the execute function, it will show the error, which is this one, 0x5D9179F4, which actually translate to the delegate call is not allowed for that particular address. So let's wait for the multi-send to be approved, which should be in about a minute. Let's wait until then. And as you can see, this one, the multi-send one, is actually a one-time allowance. So once we use this multi-send for adding the owner, it will actually get removed from the delegates. And if we want to use the multi-send again, we should add it again. So for the ideal setup, we should actually add the multi-send without the allowance so that it can be persistent. Now let's see if it's activated. Yes, now it has been activated. So let's retry that same transaction, which should now get executed properly. You can see the fee is being estimated now. Let's execute, confirm. It's validating. It should be indexed by now. Let's finish. And let's go to the settings. Now you can see the two addresses have been added. Now, if you go to the apps, you will see that the multi-send delegate should be removed from the delegate list. As you can see, there is no multi-send delegate in this list because this was a one allowance. Now, if we try to remove again, next, continue, add to batch, let's remove this one as well. Continue, add to batch, and we confirm the batch. This will, as you can see, uses multi-send. Continue, we sign it, confirm. And if we try to execute it, this will again fail because now the multi-send is not a approved delegate. As you can see, it fails to estimate the gas cost. Now let's go back to the app to show how to remove the guard. We open it, we see that guardrail is activated. Now let's schedule the guardrail removal. Let's continue, sign it, confirm. We actually have two of them, so we first need to reject this one. Reject transaction, continue, sign, confirm, and now let's execute, submit. Let's see, it's being processed. It's indexed by now. Let's go back to the app. As you can see, it shows guardrail removal scheduled for this time. Now let's wait for a few minutes and it should be, this button will get activated. Now let's fast forward and refresh. We will see that we have the deactivate guardrail option now. Let's deactivate it. Just to show, it sets the guard as zero address. Continue, sign, confirm. And let's execute it. Continue, execute, confirm. It's processing. It should be indexed by now. Let's click finish and then refresh. And this is it. So just to finalize, the guardrail can be used with minimal setup of adding the multi-send as immediate delegate and then activating the guard, which both of which can be added as a single transaction with the multi-send. And disclaimer, this demo is based on version 1.4.1, which only guards on the normal transaction flow and does not guard for the module transaction. To take the full advantage of the guardrail, we have to use version 1.5.0 safe, which at the moment of this recording is not yet released. But hopefully we can soon use it with the guardrail and have much better security in terms of restricting the delegate call. Thank you.